Rear tyre allocation for this year's MotoGP World Championship. I wonder what
for the Sunday. The choices changed quite a lot compared to yesterday.
Under their tyre picks, as soon as that information is filtered into the commentary box, I believe the Michelin press officer, KTM RC16, Marques, is all geared up and ready for action. The 23 MotoGP World Championship. The Ducati's Pecco Bagnaia time, weren't they, last year, HRC? It was a horror at the back. Yeah, in Portugal, in the full-length feature race. Marques out of it there, didn't he? And coming through, fast starting.
Vinales, he's off to a great start. He's trying to go wheel to wheel.
We're aggressive on the inside of Oliveira there, going through that turn 3. Oliveira had a problem with the launch control yesterday, didn't he? As soon as he clicked second gear, the Vera making the early running here. Martin second, Bagnaia regrouped after he got pinched off the line.
This year's one, we've got Maverick Vinales running in 5th, but Aleix Espargaro, another big loser off the line. Turn 5 wasn't a lucky corner for him yesterday, of course, with that crash which took out an Air Bassini. He made a mistake.
Let's have a look at this. So we're on board. Watch how quickly that. I mean, it's a big mistake from Mark.
Well, he's flown back to Barcelona. Enea's manager, Air Bastianini's manager, Carlo Perna, he said
increased the aero that made the bike turn even better, like I say, more nimble, bet many times. So Maverick Vinales is in a really good place. And there's one thing we know about Maverick.
Bezzecchi last year showed what he's capable of. He looked really good in pre-season testing.
It's not an absolute crazy move.
So we're being told for a checkup. Your leader wasn't as good as we expected.
No, you're so right.
He's taken over the bike that's been ridden by Enea Bastianini, although it's more Bagnaia's bike from Kitch.
I'll tell you what, Maverick Vinales looks so comfortable. The fact that he's riding so close,
higher.
Yeah. The pace. I think well, we saw it in the sprint race was high.
In 9th, top Japanese bike in 10th is Alex Rins ahead of Fabio Quartararo.
I mean, the Japanese manufacturers were ever so slightly slow to react, maybe, let's say, compared to Ducati. Gained an advantage.
And being agile to make those changes.
And what happened from
saying that, the last race was won by the inline four.
Exactly.
Is Maverick's teammate, Aleix Espargaro, the captain of Aprilia. We had the feeling that maybe
actually, Mark's gone to apologise there to the
straight down to the RNF team. And he's asking.
Turning with Marques, isn't it? It's always the good and the bad side of watching him.
I'm bored of hearing us saying it, but testing is just that. It's a times testing. This is when it counts.
It wasn't the case. What he wasn't doing is putting fresh tyres in, holding his breath to flatter the timesheet.
Goes riding through the leg first. Oh, it's right into the back right shoulder.
It's even bigger than I thought. What's really interesting, right? We talk about how close MotoGP is now. Bagnaia, your race leader.
How things are going. So, while they don't have the FP4 and while there are that element more of risk, it was so Jack Miller could give his Miller cabs lifts to people when they stopped out track.
And he's not put a wheel out of line, has he? But he hasn't since winning the title, all making the bike more perfect.
That's what I noticed. Davide Tardozzi, it was the first thing he said when he spoke to you.
This track, he goes well on here, and it's a corner speed track, so...
Combination of things, it's Ducati building a bike where all the considerations have been made of what the aero...
Looks like unless they make any late blunders, they will be our first top 3. On the inside of Luca Marini. That's beautifully done. Nice corner speed through the Jorge Martin. There's no podium double then on the opening weekend of 2023 for him.
Reigning world champion, but that lead 9/10 of a second, that's just enough of a comfort zone at the moment. Look how close the KTM
fends off Aleix Espargaro. He can't, he ran in a little bit hot, trying to go defensive into turn 5 down the hill. Astonishing ride.
Taking it now.
He's gone through. Well, Marques just got it unsettled, didn't he, over that crest drop into the braking zone for turn number 1. Alex Marques just clicks the turbo butler. Aleix Espargaro, Zarco, Quartararo, Marini, all in contention. This is going
on Aleix Espargaro. That will have caught the Spaniard by surprise. Zarco now moves through into
shoulder blade. I'll make that the 4th crash of the weekend for Luca Marini. Proper good old-fashioned lunge that, wasn't it, from Aleix on the inside of Zarco into turn 37 points up for grabs in the new format, and it looks like, as it stands right now, he's taking the lead.
3, Marques, Binder, Miller, Espargaro, Zarco and Quartararo all battling for P4.
Way through, and now look at the corner speed that Quartararo by Marc Marquez. Now Ralph Fernandez dumps it as well.
Zarco will be desperate to see the checker flag, so too will Fabio Quartararo.
And it looks like Pecco Bagnaia will make the perfect start to the defence of his crown, although Maverick Vinales is in sector 1. This gap now down to Bagnaia is just over half a second through Binder. You bet there is. He's got the inside line going through turn number 11. They dropped that left-hand corner of your screen. Oh, that was tight, really tight. Zarco leans on Alex Marques, and it looks like Zarco world champion. Bagnaia wins the Grand Prix of Portugal. He takes the sprint. Truly dramatic last lap. It's Johan Zarco that does take fourth. The sprint had all the hallmarks of a statement of intent. It does not get any great reward for a hard-fought fight from Johan Zarco. And you have to give a lot of